Southern drawl. Welcome to Scripts Gone Wild presents Zombie Nightmare. Thank you guys for coming out on this glorious overcast Wednesday here in Los Angeles. Well, you know, I met Frank, Frank's done a few Scripts Gone Wilds with us as a reader, and I believe the very first time I met Frank, he was like, "You gotta do Zombie Nightmare." And so it's kind of awesome that we're finally able to put this thing up, and you know, Frank's done a great job of organizing. We got our amazing cast. Let's give them a round of applause. I'm going to let Frank introduce it. This is kind of a weird one for me. Normally, I'm the one in Frank's seat doing the narrating, but he's doing it tonight, so you're in for a special treat. So just a couple of things I want to get out of the way. I want to give you a little idea of how this works. It is a drinking game. So, as we're reading the script, if any of our readers clubs a line, they miss their cue, they do anything that we can conceive of as a mistake, you yell out drink, and they're going to take a drink. It's that simple. Anyone in this room can yell out drink, and someone's probably going to take a drink. We also have something that we call trigger words. These are words that if anybody speaks them aloud in the script, everybody on stage takes a drink.
I think I came up with a perfect one.
Yeah. I think it's only fair that Frank gets one of the two words.
Well, I'm one of the only people who's actually seen the movie, so
that's valid.
But I think the word is going to be Molly.
Molly.
Molly Okembe.
So Molly is going to be the first word. Would anybody else like to throw out another word?
Zombie.
Zombie.
Barely say it.
Come on, we can do better than zombie.
It's like the word, Adam West uses the word zombie at the very end.
Voodoo. Voodoo. Let's go with voodoo. So our two words are voodoo and Molly. So anytime any of these guys says voodoo or Molly, everybody takes a drink. Starting at the beginning of the script. Is everyone on stage clear about this rule? Perfect. So that's basically it. They're going to keep reading, they're going to keep drinking, and then hopefully by the end no one can make it off the stage. That's always the goal. Sometimes we finish these things, sometimes we don't. It just depends on what's in the air and how it goes. I want to give a shout out to our new sponsors. They're our season-long alcohol sponsors. We got the fine folks at Mulholland Distillery, who are providing our readers with some delicious cocktails. We're big fans of these guys. Also, Q Mixers. These delightfully adorable little mixer bottles right here. They make all of your alcohol better. I want to give a shout out to the folks here at Catch One and our friends at Nightmarish Conjurings, who are also our media sponsors. And I want to tell you that you need to join us. We'll be back at our regular home at El Cid on Sunset, April 24th, for a reading of what is quite possibly the greatest film that has ever been made besides Zombie Nightmare, Congo. Yeah. And yes, the movie with the talking gorilla. But do any of the readers have any questions? Because I'm going to turn it over to Frank if not.
Wait, what are words?
They are Molly and voodoo. See, you're getting a head start. So without further ado, I'm going to step off the stage and I'm going to turn the MC duties over to Mr. Frank Dietz.
All we have to do before we begin is I would just like to introduce our cast. Starting right over there in that corner. Yes, you. Alexis Iacono. Mr. Brian Howe. Mr. Beaver. Tiffany Yvonne. Lynn Warren. Forbes. Skipper, Jonathan Goldstein, Rachel Boston, Everett Scott, Rico Anderson, and Pruitt Taylor Dietz. I'm in revival league. So, no, Greg Kelly, Robb, Alexis. These guys came here all the way from Denver, Colorado, to be here tonight to participate in this ridiculous episode. Wow. Power them.
For the children.
It's all for the children. All right, I think then we shall dig in. By the way, I'm playing the narrator. And Rico will be playing the part I played in the original movie. I couldn't possibly improve on that performance, so hand it over to someone else.
You gave me
Yep. Okay. A bright, clear, sunshine-based day in the quiet town of Mill Basin. A group of young people engage in a friendly practice game of softball, led by their coach, William Washington, who is actually Italian-American and not African-American, just to be clear.
All right, pick it up. Okay, third base. In the air, shortstop. Throw it to second. Double play, here we go, a little pop-up.
As he hits the balls to the outfield, his wife Louise and young son Tony Washington cheer him on from the sidelines. Young Tony is also Italian-American, just to be clear. Among the bystanders in the crowd are two youngish hoodlum types, Tom and Fred, oddly dressed identically, as if their gang leader dressed them up for a fellow hoodlum's birthday party. They drink generic beer and leer lasciviously at another bystander.
Looky here.
Molly. Molly is a young black girl, innocently watching the game all by herself with seemingly no connection to any of the players. Then, she just turns and walks away, clearly disappointed by the fact that all the players appear to be on the same team, eliminating any real tension. The hoodlum twins follow her.
Come on, let's teach her not to go where she's not wanted.
Carefully avoiding a double negative, they sneak around the alley and confront her on the other side.
I do believe this sweet young thing has wandered into the wrong neighborhood.
I do believe you're right, Mr. Bones.
Hoodlum gangs often referred to each other with mildly threatening and often comical nicknames back in the late 19... well, we're not entirely certain what decade this is supposed to be. No, it's in the script.
Don't be upset, baby. If you're gonna come into my neighborhood, you have to pay the toll.
Yeah, relax, babe. You're gonna enjoy it.
The boys start to drag Molly behind a medium-sized hedge.
Good job, Frank. What have you done?
Behind a medium-sized hedge on someone's front lawn, when the Washington family turned the corner.
Bill, look!
Clearly visible behind the hedge and in broad daylight, they see the hoodlums attempting to assault the girl.
Bill, do something! Help her!
Right,
Hoodlum rushes over to the hedge.
all right, boys. Cut it out. That's enough.
The boys let go of Molly. Yes, who drops to the ground rather than walk away. But, yeah, maybe she was tired.
Stay on this old man.
We were only having some fun, old man. But if you want us to cut it out,
Hoodlum Fred whips out a flick knife.
then we'll cut
Hoodlum Tom, oops, that's me. But just then, Hoodlum Tom snatches up the flick knife from the lawn and...
Bill, look out!
Louise and young Tony watch in horror as the punk stabs William in the lower back. William immediately coughs up a mouthful of blood, which anatomically doesn't really make sense, but okay. He falls on top of Molly.
Great.
I didn't realize there was so many lives.
We're on page 4.
Which seriously could have killed her as well.
Bill, dear God in heaven,
Hoodlum Tom and Hoodlum Fred scatter down the alley as Louise rushes to her husband, leaving young Tony standing alone in the street, watching his father die. We now jump ahead to an undetermined amount of years later, where a now grown-up Tony Washington plays on a softball team at the same softball field. Tony may have aged, but the softball field has remained exactly the same. I mean, Tony looks like he's about 28 or 9. The field hasn't changed one tiny bit. The scoreboard has the same score, and even the bystanders are the same. Weird. Anyway, the game ends, and Tony takes a nice walk home, flexing his pecs and swinging his aluminum bat in a carefree, jovial manner as one does. His mother Louise sits on the porch.
Hey, Mom, you won!
that's nice, son. You forgot the groceries.
Sorry, Mom. I'll go get them right now.
Take a jacket. It looks like rain.
Okay, thanks. I'll be back soon, okay?
Tony, don't forget the provolone.
Off he goes in search of provolone and wheat germ. Meanwhile, in a nearby disco dance club, 5 privileged white teens drink and make badly. We now know what decade it is because the girls have big hair and shoulder pads. The fact that it's a disco dance club was also a dead giveaway. Jim is their leader. He also has big hair. Amy and Bob are a couple, as are Peter and Susie.
And I told Mr. Bartles he knew what.
I'm
And I told Mr. Bartles he knew where to put a human. And I told Mr. Bartles he knew where to put a hall pass. Too loud.
A man seated nearby turns to them.
Excuse me, kids, but would you keep the noise down? Drink.
Jim grabs a menacing butter knife from the table, threatening to either stab the man or butter his dinner roll.
Keep it down, man. Why don't you find somewhere else to sit while you sleep?
That's Jim.
Drink. Oh, I'm James. Yeah, not Jim. James, Jimmy, and Joe. Yes.
Wait and see.
Keep it down, man. Why don't you find somewhere else to sit while you still can? You still here?
The man decides not to risk a savage buttering and moves away. Jim turns back to his friends, basking in the glow of victory.
See what I mean? Everyone wants to be a tough guy, and it's only us real tough guys that can get away with it.
Just then, the club bouncer, who apparently never noticed the very loud underage teens who ordered drinks until now, approaches. Do I not have a bouncer?
That's your
Wait, I'll look at the bouncer. My, what have we here? I did not know that elementary schools were on vacation this week.
Oh, real tough guy. Any suggestions?
Just one. Pay the check, man, and let's get the hell out of here.
So they pay the check, but being real badasses, they only leave a 7% tip. Yeah. Oh,
Everybody drinks some beer.
Howdy, dear. Who cares? This place was beat on God. This was a last-minute addition. Who cares? This place was beat anyhow. Some of those friends were old enough to be my parents.
Page 7, everybody. Page 7.
these are all supposed to be professionals, by the way.
Who cares? This place was beat anyhow. Some of those freaks were old enough to be my parents.
What would you know about parents, inbreed?
I know your mother.
Oh, you know my mother!
Okay, cut this out right now. The night is young and so are we. So let's get totally tanked up and then blow over to the dance at Lincoln and see if we can pick up some sleazy chicks.
Thanks a lot, pinhead.
And then I got mine.
The five spoiled brats jump into Jim's red Camaro as an ominous rain begins to fall. Truth be told, it's a regular rain, but ominous rain has that nice foreboding ring to it. Not far away, in a small, secluded grocery store, Tony is buying groceries from kindly Mr. Peters, a graduate of the Mr. Bottomley School of Stereotype Italian Accents.
Well, that'll be all, Tony. Would I forget how much of your mama likes the provolone, huh? How's the new job working out?
It's not bad, but they want me to cut my hair.
But Tony, you cut the hair. You're losing the strength, no?
In case you hadn't noticed, Mr. Peters is also Italian-American. All the Italian-Americans in this neighborhood have names like Washington and Peters.
Anything else?
Wait, I forgot my wheat germ.
You only had two things on the list.
Yeah, into the back. Tony, out of the left.
Okay, thanks.
As
Stay
Tony,
out of the left. Right.
as Tony goes to fetch his germ, two unsavory-looking thugs enter the store. We know they're bad because one has a mohawk and the other is the producer's brother.
What do you want, boys?
I think I'll have... Oh, no, wait, sucker! I want your money now!
A noise is heard from in the back on the left.
What was on the left?
What was that? Phil, go check it out.
Phil goes to check it out and is instantly subdued by Tony.
Phil? Phil, what the hell is going on back there? Phil!
But instead of Phil, Tony appears and very slowly punches Mohawk before he can shoot his gun. Another awkward fight scene ensues, complete with grunts and groans and good old-fashioned pro wrestling style cold punches. Tony ejects both of them from the store.
Get back to the sewer, dirtbag! And you two, get out of here!
Obviously, two fully loaded firearms are no match for Tony's glistening muscles and harsh expletives, so the thugs rush off into the night.
Thank you, Tony. You're a good boy, Tony. Your papa would have been proud of you.
What do I owe you, Mr. Peters?
Ah, just give him my best to your mama, huh? Grazie, grazie. Grazie, Tony, grazie. I like to say grazie.
So Tony puts his wheat germ and provolone into his gym bag, which probably isn't going to improve that provolone. Grabs his baseball bat and heads out into the aforementioned ominous rain. Yes, he's still holding his baseball bat. Meanwhile, Jim and Bob and Amy and Peter and Susie drive recklessly on the slick, rainy streets, trying to get their dialogue out over the distracting heavy metal soundtrack. Tony steps out into the street. The headlights of the Camaro are headed straight for him, but he appears to be stuck in slow motion. Tony is struck by the offending vehicle and sent sprawling to the wet street.
Oh, drive! Drive! Drive!
Jim peels out, leaving the stuntman, Tony, dead on the wet Peters rushes out of the store.
Tommy, who could have done it? This is everything.
He flags down a passing car, and James and Earl jump out to help.
Oh, please help.
What happened, Mr. Peters?
Is he all right? Mr. Peters doesn't feel obligated to answer that question. So they load Tony's corpse into Earl's car and give him a lift home. It's kind of like Uber for dead people. When they arrive at Tony's house, James and Earl remove Tony's body from the back seat and lay him on the wet street in front of his mother's lawn. Because bringing him inside, well, that wouldn't make any damn sense.
My boy! My boy!
I'm sorry, Louise. It happened so fast. I've never seen him who did it.
My baby! It's not fair!
Louise, there's nothing we're going to do for him now. Let's call for the police to find him.
Which might have been a good idea back at the crime scene.
No! They're not going to get away with this. They're going to do this to me again. They're not going to take my son and get away with it.
Louise.
Quiet, Hank! James, do you know Molly was
Not really, man.
Well, that's a waste of 2 lines.
I know her.
Louise, what do you want with that crazy Haitian?
Never mind, Hank. Earl, run over to Molly McKenzie's house. Tell her to come back here right away.
Sure, Mrs. Washington. You come with me, Jimmy.
Now, that's 2 people that are named Jim.
Yeah, sure.
Lou, what do you want with that crazy old back?
A favor. She owes me one.
Meanwhile, the other Jim, the first one I mean, and his gang discuss the events of this evening.
Well, I mean, who cares, right? He was just another one of them.
And by one of them, she means Italian-American. Does it seem to anyone else there may have been a last-minute adjustment in the script's ethnic diversity?
Rick, screw him! Hey, he's not talking anyway, right? So who's gonna come looking for us, huh?
Peter notices that Jim appears contemplative.
All right, Jim,
You're Peter and
Jim, you okay? What's the matter? Feeling bad, huh?
No, man. I kind of liked it. You know, just taking his life like that. Snuffing out that big candle. Splat! It looked so tall when I got through with him, man. Christ, it was so easy. There's nothing you can do about it.
I want to go home!
Back at the Washingtons, Louise and Mr. Peters have finally moved Tony's body and baseball bat from the wet pavement in the front yard to the wet picnic table in the back. Earl and Jimmy, not the happy murdering Jim from the last one, return with Molly Mokembe. The Tina Turner of Haitian voodoo queens.
Here she is, Mrs. Washington.
Molly?
Two Mollies.
My son!
I know.
Louise, what is it?
Quiet, unbeliever. She knows that old Marty McKenna can give her what your police cannot. Vengeance for this boy's death. Now you.
Me?
Yes, you. You go to Mr. Caprietti's house. You tell him I need blood from a live animal. Hurry! It must be done before the sun is. Mr. Peters, Mr. Earl, tonight I will need your help. And what you see and hear, you must never tell a living soul. Now,
At this point, I bet they're kind of wishing they had just left Tony where they found him. Molly quickly puts on... I know. Molly quickly puts on... I said it's the same Molly. You don't have to... Quickly puts on her finest Riz the Dead Guy silks and scary voodoo clown.
Everything's gonna be okay.
I'm afraid to say anything. Which we assume is an essential part of the whole reanimation process.
Louise, you must understand what I do. I cannot bring life back to your boy, but I can for a while hold him to this plane until his death has been avenged. How will he know? He will be in a state between life and death, an image of his killers, the last fleeting second before the end of his life, is burned into his soul like a brand. He knows who has done this to him. Tonight, we will have revenge! Now stand back. The odds are not in that silence.
I just gotta say real quick that this is the first time anybody's understanding any of this dialogue. Or any kind of science, to be honest. So now Tony's body has again been relocated, this time to a conveniently available coffin placed on the picnic table and surrounded by dozens of candles.
We take the blood of this animal and the hair of this to give you back life. And it's the hand of the underworld that will come this night and take your soul to the dark place. Rise again, young warrior, and feel again the warmth of the light to the light place. Rise and avenge thyself. Bile no bulabu.
Translation, wake up, corpse boy. Tony's eyes open and he sits up, roaring angrily. He looks relatively healthy, all things considered. Molly hands him his baseball bat. Thinking I'm not really know. He is ready. Oh wait, no, sorry. All right. Thank you. Which he cradles in his arms like a 7-year-old with a new pup. He is ready for revenge. But it's kind of late for revenge, so he goes back to sleep. The next morning, at the kitchen in Jim's house, Jim and his mother are having a moment.
Well, good morning to you. And just what time did you get in last night? As if I didn't know from the racket you made. And where's your father's car? Or did you break that one too, huh?
Jim forages through the contents of the refrigerator.
You know, just because your father's company leases the damn thing doesn't mean you can go driving them into telephone poles. Are you deaf or just dumb?
Jim grabs a handful of cold leftover spaghetti, no sauce, and stuffs it into his mouth.
You are disgusting. You're not going to get to your next birthday if you don't get your act together.
Well, he certainly won't grow up to become a highly successful comedy film director producer with credits that include Night at the Museum and Stranger Things Season 3, now streaming on Netflix.
Up yours!
What did you say? You disrespectful punk!
Jim grabs a handful of cold leftover spaghetti, still no sauce, and flings it at his mom. That they should have been used, but should. I hate
Frank, you wrote this one.
I know. Featuring the expensive Maserati, the producers bought with the money that should have been spent on hiring a better director.
That's clearly a great. That's creative. Say spend. That's the word of the script.
Oh, I can just shoot myself. Alright.
We're on page 17.
Jim arrives at the Twisted Cream, the loathsome, iniquitous soft-serve ice cream establishment where all the tough kids wearing eyes-on shirts hang. Peter, Susie, Amy, and Bob await.
Good morning, killers!
Keep it down, you jerk.
Hey, where's your dad's car?
Well, it seems it picked up a little front-end damage somewhere, so I dropped it off at my cousin's garage.
Hey, guys. I think we lucked out.
Nothing in the papers?
Not a word in the papers or on the radio. Nothing about our little nocturnal adventure.
Maybe he's not dead. Maybe he just went over something.
Are you kidding? When Jimbo wastes them, they stay wasted.
Yeah, Jim's right. Deranged, but right. Can I do that again? I think I can do it.
This one's just for you.
Yeah, Jim's right. Deranged, but right. Now that guy didn't do any walking last night. And where are your dad's wheels?
Like I was telling Racket Brain here, I ditched the deathmobile at my cousin's.
Jim eyes the attractive car service waitress, who is named Maggie and not Jim or James.
Well, love to sit and chat with the brain trust here, but I think I'll order myself some breasts and thighs.
Now, that would either be a highly unusual flavor of soft serve or a sexual innuendo, your call.
What an ass!
That was an insult, not sexual innuendo.
What an ass!
Well, at least he got rid of the car. The last thing we need is attention.
Oh, don't worry. That won't happen until Miss Besides Theater 3000 gets a hold of this mess.
I can think of something we need now.
Now that was sexual innuendo.
Oh, damn! I need to get to the academy. Because apparently I'm deeply stupid. Mrs. Goldstein's coming in at 3 o'clock.
Not sexual innuendo.
Are you coming?
Not wood, but the day is young.
Up to you on that one, but hold on. Here come a bunch more.
Come on, Mags, I promise you've never seen anything like it.
Look, Jim, I prefer men with ones that can be seen without the aid of an electron microscope.
Yeah, that's all right, baby. I'll make you beg for it. What? What?
And suddenly it's nightfall. At the Academy for Actors who lied on their resume claiming they could play tennis, Peter returns to play some alarmingly bad tennis. They are interrupted by the appearance of Old Joe, the requisite stereotype elderly, slow-moving African-American janitor.
Is that you, Pete?
No, that's... Oh, it is you, sorry.
That's me, Joe. I'll lock up.
That's not bad. See you tomorrow.
Meanwhile, in Louise's backyard, Molly pours on the voodoo mode. You may not be. Pours on the voodoo movements, and we see that the coffin is empty. At the Academy, the sound of an aluminum baseball bat approaches. Peter and Susie have moved to the jacuzzi room and stripped down to their undies.
Yeah.
Susie was supposed to strip down further, but that plan went into the crapper when she showed up on set that night with her dad. undies, as one doesn't. Guaranteeing a PG-13 rating instead of the intended R. A clanging noise is heard.
What was that?
What was that? I got lost.
I thought I heard something in the locker room.
Oh, come on, there's nobody here. It's probably just old Joe trying to sneak a peek at you. He's a horny old guy.
Please, just for me, just go see. I swear to God, I heard something.
There's nobody else here. The place is all locked up.
Please, there was a noise. I'm telling you, please, go.
Peter gets out of the jacuzzi, bringing an unfortunate new meaning to the term tiny whiteys.
See, I told you, there's nobody here.
Suddenly, Tony the zombie appears, snapping Peter's neck and tossing him into the hot tub. Susie screams and runs into the room, and the zombie gives chase. And chase. And chase. Susie, still vastly overdressed for sex in a hot tub, flees and flees and flees for what seems like a good 35 minutes. Oh, that slow motion doesn't help either, let me tell you. Finally, Tony Zombie corners the helpless lass and bludgeons her to death with his trusty bat. 2 down. Either later that same night or possibly the next night, the police have arrived. Outside the building, Detective Frank Sorrell, in charge of the investigation, takes a stand from old Joe. Frank is young for a detective, but very good-looking guy. I mean, really handsome. I'll bet this guy will still be really attractive in, say, 30 years from now. Just saying. Anyway.
I've been working here 20 long years, long before they had this big fancy buildings. Even had dirt court. And even Wayne never did.
I got you, Jim, don't worry.
And we never had trouble like that here before.
This Peter Winston, he had a habit of staying late.
Only when he had reason to, officer, if you know what I mean. He and the girl, they close up this place many times.
And you didn't hear anyone come in or out after closing?
I was up in my room resting my feet before I went on my way. And I heard them screaming, but it wasn't unusual to hear them scream. You know what I mean, officer?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
As the ETMs wheel out Susie's body,
Hold it, fellas. Hey, no photographs. Gilroy, you want to keep the press back, please?
he inspects the body.
Yeah, thanks, fellas. I almost forgot why I was here.
I'm pretty sure you're here because your old friend wrote the part for you, Frank. He notices Molly among you. He notices her standing amongst these small crowd of onlookers. She's kind of hard to miss. Like if Elvira missed us in the dark or standing amongst a group of bald albino pygmies where that kind of thing. Anyway, a uniformed officer approaches. Is Billy there?
Yes, he is.
Here, I think you do. Quick.
Billy Ray!
Uniformed cop.
I was told I was here.
I practiced and everything.
Gee, guys, I need silence if I'm being for culture. I need silence before. Frank?
Yeah?
Forensics is just about finished. The MD wants to see you inside.
Great. Look, keep an eye on my star witness here, okay?
Say, officer, that's it.
Soon. I got a few more questions. Billy Ray.
but lovable medical examiner, who for some reason is measuring the tape outline of which Susie was coming.
Wishful thinking, Doc.
That's you, baby. Yeah, you have to drink this.
Drink.
Oh, okay. Say that line again, would you?
Yeah, sure. Wishful thinking, Doc.
I was worried we'd go a whole 5 minutes without some lame penis reference.
I think I'm not going to do it on the side. Frank, nice to see you. To make it to the Climactic here.
What the hell else would I be doing at 3 o'clock in the morning? I see you boys in white are moving right along.
Well, you probably noticed the lovely lady on her way out here. Now, we're at the fish. Oh, Frank, it's dark in here. You guys just hold your glasses. I got it. Still pretty dark in here. Well, you probably noticed the lovely lady on her way out. Now, the boys are trying to fish a larval boy after another bowl full of water. You get anything out of good old Joe?
Old Joe is a wealth of useful information. Hey, do you know how many times they refer?
Drink! Yeah, I can go past the stumble. Drink! Lay it down there. Reach down there.
I'm watching you come. I'll try this again. All right.
Give me a two. Joe.
Thank you. Old Joe is wealth of useful information. Old Joe is wealth of useful information. Do you know how many times we finished the floors in here?
I respect the script. I'm going to read this as written. He.
Anyway, according to Joe, nobody came in. Nobody could get in.
A zombie got in.
Bodies A and B stayed late post-game celebration, as was their habit. Old Joe was sleeping like a baby. Never heard a thing.
Very helpful.
Yeah. So what do you think? Double suicide?
Oh, sure. Our boy smashes her head in with a baseball bat, then snaps his own neck with his bare hands, and throws himself into the pool out of the water.
Wait.
I got an audition tomorrow. I'm going to be talking like this.
Wait. With his bare hands?
Well, from the looks of it, yeah.
honey, just go in the car, all right? I'll be with you in a minute. Just go and have a seat in the car, all right?
Tough broad, man.
Sure why? Because only the tough broads get to hang in the twisted cream.
Forget her! What are we gonna do about our big friend?
Or friends, man.
Friends, plural? Wait, how many people did they run over?
I say let him come.
Jim pulls out a hunting dagger from his waistband, waving it with a jet.
I'll wait.
Okay. Waving it with majestic, sweeping motions for all the twisted cream to see.
I just might scalp you a few.
Christ, man. Put that thing away. Someone killed Peter and Susie. This isn't a game.
Lay off, man.
I just want you to chill out.
We all want that for you, Jim.
No way.
What, Jimbo?
Why? Because I'm having a good time.
Jim, in his never-ending mission to be the winner of the most repulsive character in an Adam West movie, walks away from Bob and comes up behind Maggie the waitress, goosing her derriere.
Come on, man. Why don't you give me a try?
How old are you?
21.
17's more like it, right? Look, you may be tough, but I don't rob the cradle. I'm old enough to be your older sister.
I like that. I always wanted to make it with my older sister.
Ding, 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 we have a winner!
Can't you get it through your head? I don't want to see ya!
Yeah, well, you're not going to do any better in this town, baby.
I'm really sorry, but my religion forbids interspecies mating.
That was secular innuendo.
You're smart, aren't you?
My mom says like that. Oh, sorry, I thought you was talking to me.
But you'll have it, and you will love it. What are you looking at? Eat your ice cream!
Meanwhile, back at Gotham City Police Station. Sorry, who was this? Detective Frank is called on the carpet by his commanding officer, Captain Churchman. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one and only Adam West.
Come in.
This is the report on the double suicide. Start over. This is the report on the double suicide. A coroner fixes the death at about 12:30 a.m. Brian death. Give him adjustment. Brain death caused by the cervical vertebrae being crushed. Forensics found lots of prints on the scene, but well, few of them are clear enough to trace. The few fingerprints we did get all trace back to members of the Academy, employees. We've had men checking them out. They all have pretty good ability, alibis. Like members of the Academy. Hey, let's say. They all have pretty good alibis as to where they were last night. And I checked with mental health to see if they, had sizable lunatics running around. They didn't have any loose nuts to fit our needs.
Not sexual envy.
Are you telling me in your quaint way, Frank, that you don't have any leads?
Yeah, but
Workshop it.
but Kat, where did the newspapers get the drug and suicide story?
I gave it to them.
You gave it to them? I don't understand.
Frank, this Winston boy ran around with a bad crowd. High school kids running red lights, getting drunk, smoking marijuana.
Terrorizing the soft serve community, running over BB boys with baseball bats and provolone.
The usual bad
information.
Fake news.
Otherwise, they'll make this guy a serial killer for a goddamn vigilante savior.
Well, what about the public's right to know?
Hey, we're concerned with the public's right to live. I've spoken with the parents. They've told me they're going to cooperate. The last thing I want is for this kid's gang to go looking for revenge.
Oh, yeah? Well, whatever you say, Cap. I've got an AFB. That's the alternative APB. I've got an APB out of anyone big enough to snap a person's neck.
The sign clearly states you must be this tall to snap a person's neck.
Well, I'll clear out half the health clubs and all the high school teams.
Tony's gym bag full of sweaty gym socks and pearl alone could do that as well.
Okay, Frank, I think you're big enough to handle this by yourself.
Well, I'm gonna go out now and buy some alcoholic, some antibiotic. Oh, he is, believe me. I've only got two. Well, I'm gonna go out now and buy some. Okay, see, in my defense. In my defense, this is what Frank wrote, okay? He goes, well, I'm going out now and buying some anabolic steroids.
Anabolic.
Creative. I'll drink. Well, I'm going out now and buying some anabolic steroids.
Oh, he's fine.
So,
Frank, let's not have any more high school kids turn up dead, understand?
Night falls. Molly McKinley.
She's the loser.
Explains to the audience, I mean to Louise, why her son is suddenly being played by a completely different actor.
No, go home. Don't look at him now. His body is going through many changes.
Yeah, like growing 7 inches and gaining 35 pounds. Oh, and having a different face.
Just be patient. We will have revenge.
And you'll be an accomplice to first-degree murder. Whoopee! Back at the Twisted Cream, Maggie, the waitress, has finished her shift.
Good night, Al.
She was walking very, very slowly through the poorly lit back alley. Anyone want to guess who shows up now?
Boom! Nice night for a walk.
It's only you. You have to leave me alone.
Yeah, well, a pretty girl like you shouldn't be left alone. Want a drag?
No thanks. I haven't smoked since college.
Here it comes. Ready?
Yeah, well, I may not measure up to those college guys you used to date, but they don't measure up to mine.
Whoa.
If you catch my drift.
Jim's dialogue was, in fact, written by a hand-picked team of naughty 12-year-olds. From the St. Finbar Middle School.
I'm talking about my penis.
Listen, why don't you just strip him? Listen, why don't you just drift off somewhere and molest someone your own age? You had a long day.
All right, this next one is my favorite.
Yeah, well, that's not all that's long.
Plus, that's 3 Yale wells in a row. I believe that's a personal best.
That's it. I've had enough of your childish sexual advances.
That's telling him. Good as can be, too.
Go away on both cops.
Childish, huh? Well, I'm old enough to satisfy you.
Jim grabs her and throws her on a pile of conveniently placed trash bags full of soft, comfortable items.
Get your hands off of me! Get off of me or I'll scream!
Go ahead, scream. I like it when my girls scream.
She spits in his face. He pulls out his knife.
Oh, don't worry. I won't hurt you unless you want me to.
More struggling. Jim tears at her blouse.
Now you want
insexual in you.
I'll kill you! I've had enough of this crap! Christ! What the hell is going on here?
Yeah, we're all pretty much asking ourselves that.
What's going on? I killed you! I killed you!
And, to the delight of everyone who hated the remake of The Pink Panther, Tony Zombie shoves his baseball bat into Jim's stomach. The zombie then walks away sadly, where he'll miss his beloved baseball bat. After all, they had been together since scene 3. Will Detective Frank discover the supernatural truth behind these murders? Will Bob and Susie be able to escape the clutches of the reanimated Tony? Will Adam West recover from appearing in a bucket of cheese such as this? Let's cut to the following morning. The cops are now on the scene, and Detective Frank has a statement from the distraught agents.
He actually
Takes the statement, yeah.
The wrong is take, the word is takes.
Okay? Frank takes a statement from the distraught waitress.
No, he wasn't my boyfriend. I didn't even like him.
Then why did you come into the alley with him?
I didn't go anywhere with him. He was trying to break me, and he had a knife.
All right, I'm sorry, miss. Calm down.
What an asshole.
And he would have, if it wasn't for the giant, I was knocked out. But when I came to this giant,
Giant?
he was, his eyes. His eyes were like white. Don't you believe me?
No. I believe you. I believe that's what you saw.
Fibber.
Chet, I'm finished with her. Get her out of here.
Frank clearly slept through the mandatory sensitivity training seminar.
This man will take care of you, miss.
His eyes were like white.
The officers take back. Away to the division that deals with trolls, demons, and giants, just as our favorite medical examiner comes here.
Hey, what do we got here?
Well, she claims he tried to rape her. Checks out with, what the owner of this place tells me about our boy Jim here. He used to come around here with his gang and bother the girls.
Did that trail young thing impale Jimmy Boy with a baseball?
Well, she claimed it was the Jolly Green Giant.
She never said green, but I guess all giants are the same to you, racist jerk.
Christ on a crutch, Frank.
You believe her?
Hell no. These kids are so whacked out on drugs, they don't know that.
Well, Doc, this is one kid you're gonna have trouble convincing that this was a drug-induced hallucination. Hallucination.
That's easy for you.
Especially since he's dead.
Jesus. Jim Batten? Wow, I've known his family all my life.
Sorry, Doc. McGregor do suicide.
I'm gonna say it one more time. Hey, Frank! I believe you're going along.
Potentially sexually.
Thanks, Doc. Hey.
Frank notices Molly McKenna. I'm starting to like it. Standing a few feet away, watching him, kind of like Donald Sutherland at the end of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. 1978. The one with Goldblum, Nimoy, and Brooke Adams. Whatever happened to Brooke Adams? I really liked her. Anyway, Frank then trips on Jim's knife, lying right there in front of everyone. All those cops who noticed it laying right there the entire time. He picks up and inspects it.
No blood.
An important detail that will not be mentioned in the script again. At Bob's house, Bob is pumping iron with a bone rings.
Bobby, dear, the phone is ringing.
Yeah, I can hear it, Ma!
Get it, Bobby! Make answer in the water.
Hello?
Bob, this is Ames. I just heard it on the radio. What are we gonna do?
Amy, calm down. What's wrong?
What's wrong? Jim's dead, Bob.
And someone's responsible.
Didn't you hear it on the radio? They found this body behind the drive-in.
The twist and cream. Let's not confuse the facts.
He's dead!
Hey, baby, just try and relax.
Relax! Don't you understand? We are next. He killed Peter and Susie and Jim.
Oh my.
Who's on the phone, dear?
It's Amy, Ma!
Say hello for me.
Oh, good. Drink.
Some of you got one. You just had it here.
That's Bob's mom.
Yes!
Everybody here. Isn't she, darling?
My mother says hello.
Are you crazy? Don't you see that we're next?
All right. Where are you?
I'm at home.
Is anyone there?
No, I'm alone. My mother went to the...
Now listen. Stay where you are. I'm coming right over. Lock the door and don't let anyone in, okay?
Not even zombies?
I'll be right there. Hey, don't worry. Nothing's gonna happen to us.
Does Bob seem more irritated by Amy than he seems concerned about a zombie coming to snap his neck? Meanwhile, at police headquarters, the Mohawk guy who tried to rob Mr. Peters is being booked. But he's revolting. Yes, both meanings of the word. So a battle breaks out between him and several extras who look more like substitute teachers than not. Captain Churchman and Frank view the skirmish as they head into the office.
Take a good look, Frank. There's your killer.
Him?
James Earl Powell.
Okay, and that's 3 characters named James in this movie. Count them, 3. Count on Count would have a field day if he was in this movie. Although his agent probably would have advised him against it, turned it down. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Listen, I wrote it so I can change it. Wait a minute, though. This guy has 2 of the same names as the guys who helped Mr. Peters bring dead Tony to his mom, James and Earl. Pay attention, there will be a quiz at the end of the intro.
We picked him up in Newcastle. He was trying to rob a check cashing store. James is a very bad boy.
With a very, very popular name.
He was on probation.
Let me guess. Assault.
Yeah, right. Seems like he... Seems he likes to beat up people and rob them. You may have noticed James is a terrifyingly strong dude.
Then why did he kill the kids? You know none of them were robbed.
we've got him now, and we'll find out just as soon as he talks. What's the matter, Frank? A little flesh wound because you couldn't solve this case yourself? Look, the object is to clear these cases as soon as possible.
Maybe too soon.
You trying to say we got the wrong man?
Hey, look, I just don't think that Mr. James there is our man.
It's Mr. Powell. James is his first name. Geez, if you can't get it straight, how the hell are we supposed to?
I'll just think.
Do you have somebody else in mind? Greg, what do you say? Do you have somebody else in mind?
It's a yes or no.
No, it's just a feeling.
That's all.
Feeling?
Nothing more.
Ah, yes. Feeling. Must be that policeman's intuition you've developed after all these years on the force. Oh, come on, Frank. You're just a little tick because you couldn't grab the brass ring and solve this case yourself. Come on! You've got a lot of years ahead to blow cases.
Not sexual innuendo. Unless he's referring to officer cases down in parking, of course.
Just be happy this one's solved.
If it is over.
You mean solved.
Come on, Frank, I'll buy you a drink.
So they head out for a cocktail. As they go, Captain Churchman indulges in a playful bit of improvised whimsy by driving his pointed shoe tip into the head of James Earl James Powell James.
Bad bull.
Yeah, I looked at that. That was great. We now join Frank and Churchman in a quaint bistro, which would appear to actually be the inside, sorry.
I didn't say no, Frank.
Thank you. You're my friend. Which would appear to actually be inside a police station. Not really surprising in a town where 70% of the population is named some variation of James.
Well, here's to the one that got away.
They take a sip from their respective glasses of scotch, each demonstrating their own nuanced version of the actor's scotch.
How long has it been, Frank?
Okay, that one is just too easy, right?
A couple of weeks. I don't know, 2 years? I don't know, 2 years?
You'll get over it.
Yeah, it's true. Losing your pet turtle can be devastating at any age.
Took me about 2 centuries, but it will work. Hey, come on. This is a celebration. The case is closed.
I know, I'm sorry, but Cap, you should have seen it. I mean, this kid was impaled with a baseball bat. I just don't understand how this guy, James Earl, could do it.
Maybe James Earl has a good batting average.
Hard to say. Hard to say if that was actually the worst line in the movie. There are so many others. It's an embarrassment of riches, really.
Cap, this wasn't like anything. I mean, look at this kid. He's got a baseball bat shoved right through his stomach.
Drink!
This is a celebration! Hey! Hey!
We're on page 16, guys.
We'll just move on, shall we? And once again, Molly will kill. Summons Tony Zombie. Wait, what's going on? From his slumber to seek out and destroy all those who have robbed him of his precious life. That sounds a lot better than it actually is. Back in his own apartment, which looks suspiciously like it's in his mom's basement, with all of the wood paneling and the Ethan Allen bicentennial eagle print sofa and all, Frank takes a moment to enjoy a ham and cheese sandwich while looking at more crime scene photos.
This case isn't closed.
With some wonderfully dramatic music to enhance the tension, Frank looks carefully at the set of photos, finally noticing the rather glaring presence of Molly Mokembe. Yes.
Wait a minute. Thank God. I thought I was going crazy.
At the police station,
Frank, are you crazy? Those goddamn pictures again? Is this why you dragged me out of bed at this time of night? I've got to be back in here at 6 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, you really could have just called.
Cat, look, just hear me out. All I want is permission to pick up this woman for questioning.
Again, could have done that over the phone.
Her name's Molly. Molly. Something.
And suddenly, we hear voices. Voices from someone's past. Churchman's past. From scene 2 specifically.
Don't be upset, baby. If you're gonna come into my neighborhood, you have to pay the toll.
Yeah, relax, baby. You're gonna enjoy it.
Help me, somebody!
I speak differently now. Mokembe. Molly.
You know this woman, Cat?
Know her? Sure. She's a voodoo.
Oh, yeah.
In the black section of town. I ran into her a couple of times. She has nothing to do with this case.
I don't know, Cap. I mean, this black section of town. Personal issue with this. I mean, this woman was at the scene of both murders, and they took place miles apart.
Smooth.
Big black section.
Who knows? Maybe the batty old broad likes to follow ambulances around. Besides, we have our murderer, Frank. Remember? You know, you give this kind of stuff to the press, they'll have a field day with you. She's a harmless old coconut.
worry, Frank. Just go get some rest.
That's in order.
Good night, Cap.
Frank exits the office, leaving Captain Churchman to re-examine some of the questionable choices he's made in his life. Was attempting to rape that young girl and murdering that man really in his best interest? Churchman picks up the phone, perhaps to call his local clergy or a certified life coach. No! It's his old pal, Hoodlum Fred from Scene 2. Only now he's grown-up Fred. Fun fact, in movies, characters are obligated to talk to the telephone before answering.
Yeah, what is it?
Clearly, grown-up Fred is still the little ray of sunshine he was back in his raping days.
Fred, it's me.
Sorry.
How's Mary taking it?
You know,
Just me. Really?
she hated that creep, but she fell apart.
It is sad to think that she'll never again experience the joy of being pelted with cold, plain leftover spaghetti.
She's at her mother's. I hear you have a suspect.
What we have here is trouble. Molly McKenby's mixed up in your son's death.
Jesus Christ.
Fred, I want you to get the hell out of there and get down to the station. We're gonna find this witch and sell this thing tonight.
I'll just grab my shotgun and run out the door.
In a really keen bit of acting, Churchman retrieves a cool-looking handgun from his desk, indicating that we are now scampering towards the climax of the picture. Scamper. All right.
But we're doing the sequel tonight,
Okay.
too.
I wish there was a sequel. Grown-up Fred walks out his front door only to be surprised by Zombie Tony, who we didn't even know was in the neighborhood. Fred blasts him with a shotgun and rushes for his car, but Tony, already being dead, is unaffected by the wound. Fred makes the common cheap horror movie mistake of not shutting the car door, and Zombie Tony breaks his neck and shambles away.
Wait a minute, I thought there was a model.
Now, if he's going to kill Bob and Amy, he's going to have to catch the 704 bus downtown and then probably grab a taxi from there to the next village. Meanwhile, Bob arrives at Amy's house.
Yeah.
I was trying to get my mom's cash card so we can get the hell out of town.
Oh, Bob, you're not kidding, are you?
Amy, I think you're right. Someone is trying to kill us because Jim tried to make a speed bump out of that clown, and I don't want to die.
Well, where are we going? Where are we leaving?
We can go right now, but I don't think we're... I should.
Sure, why not?
Well, where are we going? Where are we leaving?
We can go right now, but I don't think we're going to get very far on 20 bucks.
Where's my mom's cash card?
I said I tried to get my mom's cash card. I couldn't. Do you have any cash around here?
Take a look around. I hardly ever see my parents. Frank, we're stuck.
No way. Jim was telling me that we should knock over his uncle's garage and then we need money. And we need money now.
I'm a good friend.
Yeah, Jim always had it figured out.
Always up here, this guy.
Said he was saving it for an emergency.
What? This is an emergency!
Let's do it!
Many blocks away, Frank pulls over to take a call from dispatch. Keep in mind,
Drink.
keep in mind this 1987 something. Oh, that's why. I left the word out. I sabotaged myself. Which means Frank was not only ahead of his time, but also a very good boy for pulling over before taking the call. Good looking.
Frank?
I'm good looking, okay?
Drink.
He's pulling over.
Pull over to drink.
All right.
Hey, listen, can everybody listen? Okay. This is Charlie I-17. Come in.
I'm sorry, that's 117? That's a 1, not an I.
This is Charlie 117. Yes. Come in. I knew it. I'll be right there.
H5, everybody.
Frank, now in action mode, places the flashing police light on his car's roof and peels out like some cool, attractive action movie detective light. Or at least his stunt driver. Frank arrives at the murder scene with a gun and everything.
Gilroy! Get those people out of here!
Gilroy is that character who is mentioned often but never seen, which is a shame because the actor playing him had worked out an intricate, fascinating backstory. You would have loved it. No. I'll do uniform cop. Oh, wait, still be here? Yeah. Yep. Uniform cop.
Usurper. Hi, Frank. We got another one just like the last three.
That's a neck's broken?
Yeah, like a twig.
How old a kid?
I'd say about 43.
What? It's an old man? Hey!
I was going to be offended by that, but our rough yet lovely medical examiner jumps in to speak for all of us.
Hey, thanks. We can't all look as young as you know.
Or is good looking.
Look, do you think this could have, been done by the same assailant as
Oh, you're offended. I'd say my semi-professional reputation.
Hey, thanks, Doc. So, who is this guy?
That's the kicker. He's the last kid's father.
Okay, so listen, we're not gonna do the drinking thing when I say the word, because you guys have to pay very close attention to this. Okay, so let's check the scoreboard real quick. This dead guy was grown-up Fred, who in scene 2 was Hoodlum Fred, who was besties with Hoodlum Tom, who is now Captain Churchman. They tried to rape a young girl who is now Molly Lakemi, who was saved by William Washington, who was the father of Tony Washington, who was killed by Jim number 1, who is the son of grown-up Fred. Everybody clear? Good, let's move on.
Drink! That's actually written in the script.
But you did say scoreboard instead of scorecard.
He did.
Wow.
What are you?
Way to go, Denver.
This should have been a drinking room. Hey, Frank!
I'm more interested in the crowd.
The bay doors of the garage open, and Bob and Amy enter.
This is a big garage.
Yeah, a little too big.
I wonder where they keep their money.
Yeah, good question. A little too good.
And this is a stupid movie.
Too stupid!
Thank you.
That's so nice.
We're never gonna find this money if we don't split up.
Always a great idea in a horror movie.
I'm gonna check over here, and you check. I'm gonna check over here, and you check over there. Just check around, okay?
This place is creepy. I don't want to go there by myself.
Just do as I told you, okay? Go ahead.
They are unaware that Zombie Tony has arrived. Having caught the earlier express bus from Old Dead Jim's neighborhood, cutting a good 16 minutes off his commute. Oh yes, and also Molly McKenna has arrived. Having followed Zombie Tony, and Frank has arrived having followed Molly
Oh, damn you, Frank.
Bob, who is looking for loot in all the wrong places, is surprised by Tony, who recreates a fender bender using Bob's bloody noggin. Amy screams and runs when he's, but it's no match for the ever so slow-moving Tony. Molly McKenna invites Frank into the garage and closes the doors with her mystic powers. Frank witnesses Zombie Tony squash Amy into a nice marinara sauce and aims his gun at the killer.
Police! Hands in the air!
But it's too late for Amy. Shit! And Zombie Tony knocks the gun from shut up. And Zombie Tony knocks the gun from Frank's hand and drops him like a dirty diaper onto the hood of the car's gun. Let's hear it for the brave actor playing Frank to perform this daring stunt without a stunt double. Somewhere else, Molly McKenna is surprised by her old nemesis.
Well, looky here.
Where are you?
I just want to look at yeah. Check this out.
What's going on?
You're real salty.
You know, I'm paying forward.
I needed that, thank you. Well, looky here. Aren't you in the wrong neighborhood, little girl? Looks like I missed the start of the party. Why don't you show me where the guests are going?
The churchman points his cool-looking gun at her.
Get in the car, witch.
Whoa!
Let's see. Yes, Mr. Churchman.
Great. All right, is everyone, I'm ahead.
Yeah, Beaver.
I love that this movie has designer frames.
Is everyone ready for the nail-biting, spell-binding, only slightly confusing climax of this exciting film? Great. Come back next week when we'll reveal the thrilling conclusion. Oh, wait, what?
No, wait,
No, I see. I'm sorry, just been told that something called Sarah Silverman in France has this venue booked for that night. So it looks like we're going to have to wrap it all up right now. Thanks a lot. So anyway, Detective trailed Zombie Tony to a styrofoam graveyard deep in the middle of a woods. Zombie Tony appears to be all tuckered out, while Frank is mostly concerned with accidentally walking into a spider web and doing that embarrassing I walk face first into a spider web dance. Zombie Tony drops to his knees before a gravestone. Frank approaches carefully when suddenly...
Don't be afraid, Frank. He won't bite you.
Oh, no, he won't. That's more of a George Romero type zombie. This is the less common voodoo type.
You feel my drink? Cap?
Yes!
I got a drink.
Thank you.
It's Captain Churchman and his cool guns and hostage Molly. Molly! I got like 4 pages left. Read up.
Yeah, what's yours?
You want ice, Molly McKen?
This is the first page, guys.
It's like this all the time.
Page 30.
Page 30.
Page 57.
This is my favorite page.
Oh, okay.
57.
Okay. Yes, it's Captain Churchman and his cool gun and his hostage Molly.
Drink.
I already drank that, Molly.
The voodoo woman.
Yeah, we are. Voodoo. 67.
Explain it to me on the way over, Frank. She made this kid a zombie so it would avenge itself against the
I must say, the folks in this little town are pretty quick to just accept the ways of the dark arts.
and avenge her against me.
Against you?
It's a long and sad old story, Frank, from before I was on the force.
I'm not reading this line, excuse me.
Here you go, my boss.
I'm still in
Hold on, let me get with you. It's a long and sad old story, Frank, from before I was on the force.
May the force be on you.
A very sad story.
He killed this boy's father for trying to save my life.
Well, Molly, if you hadn't waited 30 years to avenge your issues, none of this would have to have happened.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you had your reasons. Maybe it was one of those BOGO deals, 2 for 1 zombie resurrections or whatever.
That's true, Frank. But you, zombies lose their energy.
That's not
Just so you know, I said it right and I used the comma.
You did. Because we don't need you.
That's true, Frank, but zombies lose their energy after they revenge themselves. So there will be nobody around to revenge old Molly McKenna. This case is closed, Frank.
Hey, case is closed. Hey! Churchman shoots Zombie Tony, finally killing him for good in a requisite 1980s special effect with bladders and methasol and that smelly FX smoke.
That happens.
This is the last evil you would do on Earth, Mr. Churchman.
Yeah.
Molly begins to tremble and writhe and mumble in some voodoo. Yeah. Seeing this, Churchman turns and shoots her dead, leaving only Frank alive and defenseless.
What you gonna do now, Frank?
You're Frank! Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the zombie stage, Mr. That's right, Captain Churchman, the very same man you murdered all those years ago. To drag you into the buttery pits of hell. Churchman drops his gun as the ghoul grabs him, pulling him towards the grave. Frank snatches up Churchman's gun and aims, but can't get a clear shot. But then, why should he? Zombie will pulling him down. But instead, Frank allows his boss to be swallowed alive by to his doom. To his doom. How about when we get to it? Below the Earth's crust, where some years later he will find renewed success on such animated vehicles as The Simpsons, Family Guy, and Fairly Odd Parents. Now, all alone in the graveyard, a disillusioned detective Frank tosses Churchman's gun to the ground and walks off, contemplating the larger issues at hand. Should I bring up Cap's behavior to human resources? I wonder if that traumatized waitress chick is single. Maybe it is time to move out of my parents' basement. Was the zombie nightmare a nightmare caused by a zombie or a nightmare belonging to the zombie? I guess the world will never know. The end.
That was Zombie Nightmare. Give it up. We're going to take a 15-minute intermission and then we're going to read the script. Let's also, you know what, let's give a round of applause for Adam West. Yeah, I think that's appropriate. Frank?
Yes, absolutely. And also, raise your glass to two other things. Number one, Mystery Science Theater 3000. Saved this movie from obscurity 10 years ago. Thank you, Frank Dietz. And to John Fasano, my childhood friend, wrote the script. Thank you all for coming tonight. I know it was